Insipid, meaning lacking flavor or interest, dull and unexciting. Synonyms: bland, tasteless, dull. Antonyms: flavorful, exciting, vibrant. Example sentence: the insipid performance failed to captivate the audience's attention. Ominous, meaning giving the impression that something bad or unpleasant is about to happen. Synonyms: menacing, threatening, foreboding. Antonyms: reassuring, auspicious, promising. Example sentence: the ominous dark clouds signaled an approaching storm. Chicanery, meaning the use of trickery to achieve a political, financial, or legal purpose. Synonyms: deception, fraud, manipulation. Antonyms: honesty, integrity, transparency. Example sentence: the politician was accused of chicanery in his financial dealings. Incredulous, meaning unwilling or unable to believe something, skeptical. Synonyms: skeptical, doubtful, unbelieving. Antonyms: credulous, trusting, gullible. Example sentence: the news was so unbelievable that she looked at the report with an incredulous expression. Dubious, meaning hesitating or doubting, uncertain. Synonyms: skeptical, unsure, questionable. Antonyms: certain, confident, unquestionable. Example sentence: the company's dubious financial practices raised concerns among investors. Disparage, meaning to speak about someone or something in a way that shows strong disapproval or lack of respect. Synonyms: belittle, criticize, demean. Antonyms: praise, commend, admire. Example sentence: it is not appropriate to disparage others based on their differences. Exacerbate, meaning to make a situation, condition, or problem worse. Synonyms: aggravate, intensify, worsen. Antonyms: alleviate, improve, mitigate. Example sentence: the heated argument only served to exacerbate the tension in the room. Paradox, meaning a statement or situation that appears contradictory but may be true in reality. Synonyms: contradiction, enigma, anomaly. Antonyms: consistency, clarity, certainty. Example sentence: the concept of time travel creates a paradox that challenges our understanding of causality. Venerate, meaning to regard with deep respect or reverence. Synonyms: reverence, idolize, honor. Antonyms: disrespect, scorn, disdain. Example sentence: many cultures venerate their ancestors as a way of honoring their contributions. Didactic, meaning intended to teach or instruct, often with a moral lesson. Synonyms: instructive, educational, moralistic. Antonyms: entertaining, uninformative, non-educational. Example sentence: the didactic novel aimed to convey ethical principles through its characters' experiences. Inept, meaning lacking skill or ability, incompetent. Synonyms: clumsy, incompetent, unskilled. Antonyms: skilled, adept, competent. Example sentence: his inept handling of the delicate equipment led to several accidents in the laboratory. Vitriolic, meaning harsh and bitterly critical in expression or tone. Synonyms: scathing, acerbic, caustic. Antonyms: mild, gentle, complimentary. Example sentence: the politician responded with vitriolic comments during the heated debate. Dissonance, meaning a lack of harmony or agreement, a harsh, unpleasant combination of sounds. Synonyms: discord, conflict, disharmony. Antonyms: harmony, agreement, concord. Example sentence: the dissonance between the two conflicting opinions led to a heated argument. Idiosyncrasy, meaning a mode of behavior or way of thought peculiar to an individual, a distinctive or peculiar feature. Synonyms: peculiarity, quirk, eccentricity. Antonyms: conformity, normality, typicality. Example sentence: her habit of tapping her foot when nervous was just one idiosyncrasy that set her apart. Facetious, meaning treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor, flippant. Synonyms, witty, jocular, humorous. Antonyms, serious, solemn, earnest. Example sentence, his facetious remarks during the meeting were not well received by the serious-minded colleagues. Mellifluous. Meaning, pleasingly smooth and musical to hear, flowing with sweetness. Synonyms, harmonious, melodious, euphonious. Antonyms, discordant, harsh, grating. Example sentence, the singer's mellifluous voice captivated the audience, creating a serene atmosphere. Nadir. Meaning, the lowest point, the point of greatest adversity or despair. Synonyms, bottom, low point, rock bottom. Antonyms, apex, zenith, peak. Example sentence, the failure of the project marked the nadir of his career. Anomaly. Meaning, something that deviates from what is standard, normal, or expected. Synonyms, aberration, irregularity, deviation. Antonyms, norm, standard, regularity. Example sentence, the unusual pattern in the data was considered an anomaly and required further investigation. Litigious. Meaning, inclined to engage in lawsuits or legal disputes. Synonyms, contentious, disputatious, argumentative. Antonyms, amicable, cooperative, non-contentious. Example sentence, the company's litigious history resulted in numerous legal battles with competitors. Ineptitude. Meaning, lack of skill or ability, incompetence. Synonyms, incompetence, clumsiness, inadequacy. Antonyms, proficiency, competence, skill. Example sentence, the project suffered due to the team's collective ineptitude in managing complex tasks. Trite. Meaning, overused to the point of becoming commonplace and unoriginal, lacking freshness or originality. Synonyms, cliched, banal, stereotyped. Antonyms, original, fresh, innovative. Example sentence, the speaker's trite remarks failed to engage the audience's interest. Myriad. Meaning, a countless or extremely great number of people or things, too many to be counted. Synonyms, countless, innumerable, numerous. Antonyms, few, limited, scarce. Example sentence, the night sky was filled with a myriad of stars, each twinkling in its own unique way. Euphemism. Meaning, a mild or indirect expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt. Synonyms, substitution, polite term, understatement. Antonyms, bluntness, directness, candor. Example sentence, using the term passed away as a euphemism for died is common in sensitive conversations. Reclusive. Meaning, seeking or preferring seclusion or isolation from society. Synonyms, withdrawn, hermit-like, solitary. Antonyms, sociable, outgoing, extroverted. Example sentence, the author lived a reclusive life in a remote cabin, away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Platitude. Meaning, a flat, dull, or trite remark, especially one uttered as if it were fresh or profound. Synonyms, cliché, commonplace, truism. Antonyms, originality, freshness, innovation. Example sentence, the graduation speech was filled with platitudes about reaching for the stars and following one's dreams. Resilient. Meaning, able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions, flexible and adaptable. Synonyms, tough, durable, elastic. Antonyms, fragile, delicate, vulnerable. Example sentence, the resilient community bounced back after the natural disaster, rebuilding homes and infrastructure. Garrulous. Meaning, excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters. Synonyms, talkative, chatty, loquacious. Antonyms, reserved, reticent, silent. Example sentence, the garrulous old man enjoyed sharing stories with anyone who would listen. Juxtaposition. Meaning, the act or placement of two things, usually abstract concepts, though it can refer to physical objects, near each other. Synonyms, contrast, comparison, alignment. Antonyms: separation, isolation, disconnection. Example sentence: the juxtaposition of light and shadow created a striking visual effect in the painting. Obfuscate. Meaning, to deliberately make something unclear or difficult to understand. Synonyms: confuse, muddle, obscure. Antonyms: clarify, elucidate, explain. Example sentence: the speaker tried to obfuscate the issue by using complex jargon and convoluted explanations. Pristine. Meaning, in its original condition, unspoiled, clean, and fresh. Synonyms: pure, immaculate, untouched. Antonyms: tarnished, dirty, contaminated. Example sentence: the archaeologists discovered a pristine artifact that provided insights into ancient civilizations. Apathy. Meaning, lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern, indifference. Synonyms: indifference, lethargy, lack of interest. Antonyms: enthusiasm, passion, concern. Example sentence: the student's apathy towards his studies resulted in poor academic performance. Presumptuous. Meaning, overstepping bounds, excessively forward or confident. Synonyms: arrogant, audacious, bold. Antonyms: humble, modest, reserved. Example sentence: it was presumptuous of him to assume he would be given the leadership role without discussion. Panacea. Meaning, a solution or remedy for all difficulties or diseases, a cure-all. Synonyms: remedy, cure-all, universal remedy. Antonyms: problem, ailment, challenge. Example sentence: some viewed the new technology as a panacea for all the company's problems. Serendipity. Meaning, the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. Synonyms: luck, fortune, chance. Antonyms: misfortune, bad luck, calamity. Example sentence: the discovery of penicillin was a serendipitous event that revolutionized medicine. Repudiate. Meaning, to reject, disown, or refuse to accept as valid or true. Synonyms: reject, disavow, deny. Antonyms: accept, embrace, acknowledge. Example sentence: the politician had to publicly repudiate the false claims made by his opponent. Impetuous. Meaning, acting or done quickly and without thought, impulsive. Synonyms: impulsive, hasty, rash. Antonyms: deliberate, cautious, thoughtful. Example sentence: her impetuous decision to quit her job surprised everyone. Recondite. Meaning, difficult to understand, obscure, hidden from sight. Synonyms: abstruse, arcane, cryptic. Antonyms: clear, simple, straightforward. Example sentence: the professor's lectures were often filled with recondite concepts that challenged the students. Prosaic. Meaning, lacking imagination, dull and commonplace. Synonyms: ordinary, mundane, dull. Antonyms: creative, imaginative, exciting. Example sentence: the town's prosaic architecture did little to inspire visitors. Languish. Meaning, to grow weak or feeble, to suffer from being in an unpleasant situation for a long time. Synonyms: wither, weaken, deteriorate. Antonyms: thrive, flourish, rejuvenate. Example sentence: the abandoned house began to languish, succumbing to the effects of neglect. Dichotomy. Meaning, a division or contrast between two things that are or are represented as being opposed or entirely different. Synonyms: contrast, division, duality. Antonyms: unity, synthesis, agreement. Example sentence: the dichotomy between tradition and progress was a central theme in the debate. Perspicacious. Meaning, having a keen perception or insight, mentally sharp. Synonyms: insightful, perceptive, discerning. Antonyms: unobservant, oblivious, obtuse. Example sentence: the detective's perspicacious mind quickly unraveled the mystery. Nonplussed. Meaning, surprised and confused to the point of being unsure how to react. Synonyms: bewildered, perplexed, confused. Antonyms: unfazed, composed, indifferent. Example sentence: his unexpected question left her nonplussed, unable to formulate a response. Fortuitous. Meaning, happening by chance or luck, fortunate. Synonyms: serendipitous, accidental, lucky. Antonyms: planned, intentional, deliberate. Example sentence: the fortuitous meeting led to a collaboration that changed the course of their careers. Malleable. Meaning, capable of being shaped or molded, easily influenced. Synonyms: pliable, adaptable, flexible. Antonyms: rigid, inflexible, unyielding. Example sentence: his malleable personality made him well suited for various roles in the company. Myopic. Meaning, lacking foresight or narrow-minded, short-sighted. Synonyms: short-sighted, narrow-minded, nearsighted. Antonyms: far-sighted, visionary, broad-minded. Example sentence: the myopic approach to the problem failed to address its long-term implications. Staid. Meaning, sedate, respectable, and unadventurous. Synonyms: sober, conservative, dignified. Antonyms: frivolous, flamboyant, unconventional. Example sentence: the staid atmosphere of the library discouraged loud conversations. Superfluous. Meaning, exceeding what is necessary, unnecessary or redundant. Synonyms: excessive, surplus, redundant. Antonyms: necessary, essential, vital. Example sentence: the additional information was superfluous and only confused the audience. Tenuous. Meaning, thin or slender in form, weak or insubstantial. Synonyms: fragile, delicate, flimsy. Antonyms: strong, substantial, robust. Example sentence: the tenuous thread held the delicate artwork in place. Vacillate. Meaning, to waver between different opinions or actions, indecisive. Synonyms: hesitate, waver, oscillate. Antonyms: decide, commit, resolve. Example sentence: she tended to vacillate between choosing the safer option and taking a bold risk. Alacrity. Meaning, eagerness or quickness in response, cheerful readiness. Synonyms: promptness, enthusiasm, willingness. Antonyms: hesitation, reluctance, apathy. Example sentence: with great alacrity, he accepted the challenge and dove into the project. Conundrum. Meaning, a confusing and difficult problem or question, a dilemma. Synonyms: puzzle, enigma, riddle. Antonyms: solution, clarity, simplicity. Example sentence: the mysterious disappearance of the artifact presented a conundrum for the investigators. Immutable. Meaning, unchanging over time, unalterable. Synonyms: unchangeable, fixed, constant. Antonyms: mutable, changeable, variable. Example sentence: the laws of nature are often considered immutable and universal. Obdurate. Meaning, stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or course of action. Synonyms: inflexible, unyielding, adamant. Antonyms: flexible, pliable, yielding. Example sentence: despite the evidence, he remained obdurate in his refusal to admit fault. Quell. Meaning, to suppress or subdue, often forcibly, to quash. Synonyms: quash, suppress, extinguish. Antonyms: incite, provoke, inflame. Example sentence: the police were called to quell the riot and restore order. Recalcitrant. Meaning, resisting authority or control, disobedient. Synonyms: uncooperative, defiant, obstinate. Antonyms: compliant, cooperative, obedient. Example sentence: the recalcitrant employee refused to follow the new company policies. Salubrious. Meaning, favorable to health, health promoting. Synonyms: healthy, wholesome, beneficial. Antonyms: unhealthy, harmful, detrimental. Example sentence: the mountain air and clean environment made the town a salubrious place to live. Venerable. Meaning, accorded a great deal of respect, especially because of age, wisdom, or character. Synonyms: respected, esteemed, revered. Antonyms: disrespected, disregarded, dishonored. Example sentence: the venerable professor had dedicated decades to research and teaching. Banal. Meaning, lacking in originality, overused and unoriginal. Synonyms: trite, commonplace, cliched. Antonyms: original, innovative, unique. Example sentence: the speaker's banal remarks failed to capture the audience's attention. Catalyst. Meaning, something that causes a change or reaction without being changed itself. Synonyms: stimulus, trigger, instigator. Antonyms: inhibitor, hindrance, obstacle. Example sentence: the economic downturn served as a catalyst for significant policy changes. Histrionic. Meaning, overly theatrical or dramatic in character or style. Synonyms: theatrical, melodramatic, exaggerated. Antonyms: subdued, understated, natural. Example sentence: her histrionic reaction to the news drew attention but seemed insincere. Misanthrope. Meaning, a person who dislikes or distrusts humanity and avoids human society. Synonyms: cynic, recluse, hermit. Antonyms: philanthropist, humanitarian, optimist. Example sentence: the misanthrope lived in seclusion, away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Quandary. Meaning, a state of uncertainty or perplexity, a difficult situation. Synonyms: dilemma, predicament, confusion. Antonyms: certainty, clarity, solution. Example sentence: faced with conflicting options, she found herself in a quandary about which path to choose. Redolent. Meaning, having a strong, pleasant odor, suggestive or evocative. Synonyms: fragrant, aromatic, reminiscent. Antonyms: odorless, scentless, unscented. Example sentence: the air was redolent with the scent of blooming flowers. Solipsistic. Meaning, believing that oneself is the only reality or that only one's own mind is sure to exist. Synonyms: self-centered, egocentric, narcissistic. Antonyms: altruistic, empathetic, outward-focused. Example sentence: his solipsistic perspective made it challenging for him to understand others' points of view. Truculent. Meaning, eager or quick to argue or fight, aggressively defiant. Synonyms: belligerent, combative, pugnacious. Antonyms: peaceful, docile, amiable. Example sentence: the truculent remarks escalated the argument into a full-fledged confrontation. Wistful. Meaning, having a feeling of vague or regretful longing. Synonyms: yearning, nostalgic, melancholic. Antonyms: content, satisfied, cheerful. Example sentence: as she looked at the old photographs, a wistful smile played on her lips. Yearning. Meaning, a deep longing or strong desire, especially for something unattainable. Synonyms: craving, longing, aspiration. Antonyms: aversion, indifference, contentment. Example sentence: his yearning for adventure led him to explore new and uncharted territories. Acrimonious. Meaning, angry and bitter in speech or manner. Synonyms: bitter, rancorous, hostile. Antonyms: amicable, cordial, friendly. Example sentence: the meeting ended with an acrimonious exchange of words between the two parties. Bombastic. Meaning, high-sounding but with little meaning, inflated language. Synonyms: pompous, grandiloquent, pretentious. Antonyms: simple, straightforward, plain. Example sentence: his bombastic speech failed to convey any substantial information. Flippant. Meaning, lacking in seriousness, disrespectful, especially in a humorous way. Synonyms: frivolous, cheeky, irreverent. Antonyms: serious, respectful, solemn. Example sentence: her flippant remarks about the situation offended those who were genuinely concerned. Guile. Meaning, sly or cunning intelligence, deceitful or crafty behavior. Synonyms: cunning, deceit, duplicity. Antonyms: honesty, straightforwardness, candor. Example sentence: the con artist relied on guile to manipulate others into trusting him. Hedonistic. Meaning: engaging in the pursuit of pleasure, especially sensual and self-indulgent pleasures. Synonyms: pleasure-seeking, indulgent, self-gratifying. Antonyms: ascetic, disciplined, self-denying. Example sentence: their hedonistic lifestyle prioritized enjoyment and luxury above all else. Ineffable. Meaning: too great or extreme to be expressed or described in words, beyond description. Synonyms: indescribable, transcendent, sublime. Antonyms: expressible, describable, mundane. Example sentence: the beauty of the sunset was ineffable, leaving us in awe of nature's wonders. Jocular. Meaning: characterized by joking or humor, playful and humorous. Synonyms: witty, jesting, jovial. Antonyms: serious, solemn, grave. Example sentence: his jocular demeanor made the atmosphere lighthearted and enjoyable. Kinetic. Meaning: relating to or resulting from motion, active or dynamic. Synonyms: energetic, active, dynamic. Antonyms: static, stationary, inert. Example sentence: the kinetic performance on stage captivated the audience with its energy and movement. Languid. Meaning: lacking in energy or spirit, slow and relaxed. Synonyms: sluggish, lethargic, listless. Antonyms: energetic, lively, brisk. Example sentence: the hot summer afternoon made everyone feel languid and drowsy. Nascent. Meaning: just beginning to exist or develop, in the early stages. Synonyms: emerging, budding, incipient. Antonyms: mature, developed, established. Example sentence: the nascent technology showed great promise for the future. Transient. Meaning: lasting for only a short time, temporary. Synonyms: ephemeral, fleeting, momentary. Antonyms: permanent, enduring, everlasting. Example sentence: the joy of the moment was transient, fading away as quickly as it had appeared. Visceral. Meaning: relating to deep inward feelings rather than to the intellect, instinctive. Synonyms: instinctive, emotional, gut. Antonyms: rational, intellectual, reasoned. Example sentence: his visceral reaction to the news was a surge of intense emotion. Whimsical. Meaning: playfully quaint or fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way. Synonyms: quirky, fanciful, capricious. Antonyms: serious, solemn, practical. Example sentence: the whimsical illustrations in the children's book delighted both young and old readers. Xenial. Meaning: hospitable, friendly, and relating to the relationship between a host and guest. Synonyms: hospitable, friendly, welcoming. Antonyms: unwelcoming, unfriendly, hostile. Example sentence: the xenial atmosphere of the small town made visitors feel like part of the community. Yearling. Meaning: a young animal that is a year old, especially a young deer. Synonyms: young, juvenile, cub. Antonyms: adult, mature. Example sentence: the forest was filled with the playful antics of yearling fawns. Zealot. Meaning: a person who is fanatical and uncompromising in pursuit of their religious, political, or other ideals. Synonyms: fanatic, extremist, enthusiast. Antonyms: moderate, skeptic, indifferent. Example sentence: the zealot's unwavering commitment to the cause sometimes bordered on extremism. Bucolic. Meaning: relating to the pleasant aspects of the countryside and rural life, rustic. Synonyms: rural, pastoral, idyllic. Antonyms: urban, metropolitan, industrial. Example sentence: the bucolic landscape was dotted with rolling hills and charming farmhouses. Charlatan. Meaning: a person falsely claiming to have special knowledge or skills, a fraud or impostor. Synonyms: imposter, quack, fraud. Antonyms: expert, authority, genuine. Example sentence: the charlatan claimed to have a miracle cure, but it was nothing more than a scam. Disseminate. Meaning: to spread or disperse widely, to scatter. Synonyms: distribute, broadcast, circulate. Antonyms: gather, collect, concentrate. Example sentence: the organization worked to disseminate information about the importance of environmental conservation. Enigmatic. Meaning: mysterious, puzzling, and difficult to understand. Synonyms: cryptic, mysterious, perplexing. Antonyms: clear, straightforward, obvious. Example sentence: the enigmatic smile on her face left everyone wondering about her true feelings. Kin. Meaning: family, relatives, or one's own flesh and blood. Synonyms: relatives, family, kindred. Antonyms: strangers, unrelated individuals. Example sentence: the reunion brought together kin from different parts of the country. Lugubrious. Meaning: looking or sounding sad and dismal, mournful. Synonyms: mournful, melancholy, sorrowful. Antonyms: cheerful, upbeat, joyful. Example sentence: the lugubrious music set the tone for the somber occasion. Neophyte. Meaning: a person who is new to a subject, skill, or belief, a beginner or novice. Synonyms: novice, beginner, rookie. Antonyms: expert, veteran, master. Example sentence: as a neophyte in photography, she eagerly absorbed tips from experienced photographers. Ostracize. Meaning: to exclude or banish someone from a group or society, to shun. Synonyms: exclude, banish, isolate. Antonyms: include, welcome, accept. Example sentence: after the incident, the group decided to ostracize the troublemaker. Prodigal. Meaning: spending money or resources recklessly, wastefully extravagant. Synonyms: extravagant, wasteful, lavish. Antonyms: thrifty, frugal, economical. Example sentence: the prodigal heir quickly spent his inheritance on luxury items. Wry. Meaning: using or expressing dry, mocking humor, twisted or contorted. Synonyms: sarcastic, ironic, sardonic. Antonyms: straightforward, sincere, serious. Example sentence: she gave him a wry smile, knowing he was being facetious. Zephyr. Meaning: a gentle, mild breeze, a soft wind. Synonyms: breeze, air, wind. Antonyms: gale, storm, hurricane. Example sentence: the zephyr rustled the leaves of the trees on the calm summer day. Debacle. Meaning: a sudden and disastrous failure, a fiasco. Synonyms: disaster, catastrophe, failure. Antonyms: success, triumph, victory. Example sentence: the project ended in a debacle, leaving everyone perplexed about what went wrong. Ebullient. Meaning: overflowing with enthusiasm, excitement, or fervor. Synonyms: enthusiastic, exuberant, lively. Antonyms: reserved, restrained, subdued. Example sentence: her ebullient personality brought energy and joy to the gathering. Gesticulate. Meaning: to make gestures, especially while speaking or in place of speaking. Synonyms: gesture, signal, motion. Antonyms: remain still, be quiet. Example sentence: the speaker gesticulated wildly to emphasize his points during the speech. Lethargy. Meaning: a state of sluggishness, drowsiness, or lack of energy. Synonyms: laziness, inertia, sluggishness. Antonyms: vigor, energy, activity. Example sentence: the heat wave induced a sense of lethargy, making it difficult to stay active. Trepidation. Meaning: a feeling of fear or anxiety about something that may happen. Synonyms: apprehension, fear, nervousness. Antonyms: confidence, assurance, calmness. Example sentence: the new employee approached the boss with trepidation, unsure of the response. Fervor. Meaning, intense and passionate feeling or enthusiasm. Synonyms, passion, zeal, ardor. Antonyms, apathy, indifference, coldness. Example sentence, the crowd erupted in fervor as their team scored the winning goal.